I'm ready.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone at call. Welcome to Belton High School for tonight's matchup between the Eastview Patriots and the Belton Tigers. Good evening, my name is Brian Ray, joined alongside Chris Cavazos. Belton picked up their, Eastview had their first victory against Burnett last week, winning by a score of 48-22. Was Coach Robertson's first victory of the season. They'll be taking on Belton tonight, who is 2-0 on the season, who Eastview beat last year by a score of 48-14. Chris has a minute to speak with the coach. In between, I got a little short interview with him, so if you got a minute, I'd like to play that for you guys now.
I'd say most pleased or excited about our offense. I thought we took a big step forward. I think, we have the ability to be really explosive on offense, and I think we finally started to show a little bit more of that. And we were able to run the ball pretty effectively from the very beginning of the game. So that was exciting. And our punt team was fantastic. Special teams has been a big emphasis for us. We punted going into halftime with about a little over 2 minutes left. Pinned them deep, got a 3-and-out, got the ball back, executed a 2-minute offense, got the ball down to the 8-yard line, and then missed the field goal. But still proud of our our ability to operate offensively in a 2-minute drill. Those are some of the things you hope you get to be in those situations early in the year. So that was good. Disappointed defensively. We continue to show flashes. We played really well for all but the first drive of the first half. But we just continue to shoot ourselves in the foot with offside penalties and pass interference penalties and face mask penalties and just general lapses of focus, making just mistakes that we shouldn't be making. And so that's an area we still got to improve on. And then we gave up one surprise onside that we knew was coming, and we still couldn't handle the ball. And then really they had a shot at the second one. So that was disappointing, and that's something we've got to get tidied up special teams wise.
So what are your thoughts going into the game in Belton?
Really what we've tried to tell the kids all week is same thing we said last week. Belton is irrelevant. What matters is the Patriots, and we have plenty of things that we've got to get fixed and got to get better at. And so our focus continues to be that we need to get better at the things we do. So hopefully we see, more growth, another step forward offensively, which I think we will, and defensively that we can try to put, more than one quarter together, that we're able to get out there and function and communicate and make checks, and all those types of things. So, and then just, continue to get better special teams wise, which I think we have.
Absolutely. Well, that'll be all the time I have today, Coach. Thank you and good luck.
All right. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.
All right, and that was Coach Robertson. Spoke with him over the week. And, Chris, I like how he mentioned point of emphasis was those penalties. There definitely were a lot of penalties in last week's games, little tiny penalties that do add up over time. Those kind of things do drive a coach crazy. So it's one thing you want to talk about tightening up going in this game against Belton.
Yeah, they really need to clean up the penalties. They gave up some yards or some drives were extended due to penalties, so they really need to clean that up, especially on the defensive end. We have the national anthem coming up here soon, so we'll go ahead and we'll play that, and then we'll come back and give some more commentary on the game.
You got it. Let's do it.
And from the south end zone, let's welcome the Eastview Patriots. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats as the Belton High School Marine Junior ROTC color guard enters the field. And then please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. The national anthem is led tonight by the Belton High School Madrigal under the direction of Tanya Lamore. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
And back here at Belton High School, getting ready to kick things off here as we let the color leave the field. As I was mentioning earlier, work on fixing those penalties. I also just want to give a special shout out that he mentioned the special teams and the punting, as I always do love me from some special teams, but talk about able to run the football well, able to execute those 2-minute drills. Cormac Guerrero is the leading rusher so far in the young season, but does not lead the team in the touchdowns. That goes to Cleater with his 4-touchdown performance last week against Burnett. And later, even with those 4 touchdowns, he was not, however, over 100 yards on the season. Meanwhile, Guerrero with 162 yards on the young season, rushing on 16 attempts. Blake Honeycutt just over 100 yards with 101. Guerrero with 2 touchdown passes on the season, no interceptions so far.
Yeah, they've really been focusing on the ground attack, and it paid off big dividends in the last game against Burnett. Now, Burnett was able to have some success running the football against them, but a lot of that came in the second half. They were up by 2 scores for most of the second half, and then they scored that 1 touchdown to end the game to make it a 1-score game, but at that point, the game was decided. So
yeah.
I look for Coach to keep it on the ground here, to try to control this game. Belton has just came off a big win last week over the Georgetown Eagles. So we know this team has firepower. You have to have the firepower because Georgetown has a real good defense. So I would look for Coach to try to keep this game on the ground, keep the clock running, and keep their offense off the field.
Yeah, try to keep the ball out of their hands. One big point of emphasis from the beginning of the season always was to run the ball and to stop the run, and he's mentioned that will never change as long as he is there. So now definitely something they got to think about here. Let's see who has won the toss. So George Eastview's won. They've elected to defer, and Belton, they will take the opening kickoff. So I mentioned keeping it out of their hands, but they're going to get the ball to start things off as Eastview has opted to defer. Tigers wearing their all-red jersey with white numerals with white stripes down the pants, double white stripes with a red stripe down the middle. Meanwhile, Eastview wearing a white jersey with black numerals and black pants with a black helmet with the Eastview logo. 91 degrees at kickoff. It's going to be a hot one, but as the sun goes down, so is the temperature, but it's still pretty hot outside, all things considered.
Yeah, and don't forget, again, you're on that turf field, and that heat just radiates off that turf, so I'm sure it's a couple of degrees warmer down there on the field.
Oh, 100%. And that's another reason why I do prefer to play on grass, although not sure how much better that is. Although I think the newer turf is a little bit better than it comes with than the AstroTurf that you used to play on.
Yeah, we won't speak of the fuzzy concrete. That's essentially what it was.
Painted on concrete.
Painted on concrete. Fake. Yeah, the thinnest carpet you can imagine.
Oh, yeah, my goodness. All right, getting ready to kick things off here. As Devon Gonzalez to kick things away.
Let's see if they decide to try to kick deep or if they're going to do a little short kick like they've been doing these last couple weeks.
Had success with that, so let's see what they do here. And it is not going to be a short, long kick, not a lot of distance. They're going to field it, though, just inside the 20, trying to angle towards the sideline. And stumbling forward is number 45. That's Kason Morton. Tackled right around the, let's see where they put him out. Right at the 27-yard line. And that's this drive will begin. Home opener for the Tigers.
Presented Tigers from the 28-yard
2-0 on the season. Eastview 1-1. First look at the Tigers offense. Will Shepard in at quarterback. 3 wide. Motion on the line, sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's got nowhere to go with it. He's just going to dump it, and a good play right there. Able to extend the play and gets out to Gavin Ross. It looked like he was just going to try to get rid of that one, but dumps it off for a big gain right there to the, I think maybe right at midfield where they're going to spawn. No, 45-yard line.
A big gain by Ross there. That was just a backyard play. There was nowhere to go. He was looking to go deep. Ross came back to the ball. He just dumped it off to him, and we get a huge gain to midfield, close to midfield.
Close to midfield, right at the 48-yard line, the Tiger 48-yard line. Takes a snap. They're going to hand off. No, they're going to try to throw this one again. It was a downfield ball. It's going to be caught. Another first down into opponent's territory. And it looks like number 81, that's Isha Thomas.
with the kick. First down,
They roll short yardage plays, and they're very quickly in opponent's territory. Now down to the Patriots' 36-yard line.
It looks like the play action kind of tricked the Patriot defense to go to the right, and they went left.
It tricked me. This time they're going to run the football, able to get positive yards, but this time it's the first play that does not go for a first down. That was a handoff to Abid Plaz. and that was
High Temples with the tackle.
to the 32-yard line. So make it now second, and it looks like maybe a 6 or 5 for the Tigers. Looks like there's movement on the line.
Yep.
So both officials, every official immediately threw the flag there. That's what's going to be. Back this one up.
So let's see if the Patriot defense could use this to their advantage.
For the Tigers.
The Tigers offense was rolling there with a couple of backyard plays there to get past midfield. Sometimes when you have these procedural penalties, it can kind of kill that momentum. So let's see if the Patriots can take advantage.
Absolutely. So now it makes it 2nd and 10 now. Back to the original line of scrimmage was. Shepard looking to throw. Throws it to the far sideline. Ball is caught. Another short pass. Goes for a big gain right to the 20.
Palomares with the
Now
catch.
it's Palomares. Achilles Palomares. Another first down.
Number 19, Rocky Tanner with the tackle.
Tigers offense continues to move. 4 wide now. They may get another false start here.
On the running back plans, he took a step forward. Can't do that when you're set.
Second penalty for the Tigers. Now it makes it going to be 1st and 15 back at the 25. So Shepard from the gun, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's flush. He's going to dump it over the middle. Ball is caught and tackled just inside the 15-yard line.
Thomas with the catch.
And that was Thomas once again to the 13. These little short chunk passes, they'll just kill you as they keep going on. Makes it now 2nd and 3. Quickly back to the line. Shepard, he'll hand this one off, going up the middle. And that should be just enough for a first down. Right to the 9-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal on the carry by Plaz.
Lands with the carry.
Lance, excuse me.
1st down and goal, Tigers.
Bracelet! Oh yeah, it is. Bracelet!
1st and goal. A little pitch play to Plans. Plans reverses field, and the flag comes in all over the place. That might be
Lands
holding.
again with carry. Penalty flags in play.
Yeah, it's in the area of holding. Yep, exactly.
That's the 3rd penalty on the Tigers, and in a goals-to-go situation, that is not what you want to see. However, the way Tigers have been moving the ball and those short chunk pass plays and been picking up on average around 10 yards on it, maybe kind of opens up the playbook a little bit on what you can run, but it makes it an interesting 1st and goal from the 19-yard line. Shepard with 3 wide. Trying to get him with that hard count. And they're going to hand this one off to Plans. And Plans has got nowhere to go with it. A gain of 2 on that one to the 17-yard line. I'm trying to see where the play clock is. Finally found it.
33.
There's a huge track here at this
Second
stadium.
down, Tigers.
And they have the scoreboard and the play clock all the way in the other end of the track. It's tough to see. 2nd and goal from the 17-yard line. Shepard from the gun, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's flushed out. He's going to tuck this one in and run. Tries to get upfield, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line is where they're going to say he's out. So that's going to make it 3rd and goal from the 15. This would be a pretty big stop here if they can keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's bend, don't break right now for the Eastview Patriot defense with a 3rd and goal here from the 15. Let's see if they can get a stop.
So big play early on. Shepard looking to throw. He's going to throw over the middle. Ball is caught, and he's going to be just short of the end zone. Nice tackle there by the Patriots. Ball is caught by Palomares. And it's going to be 4th and goal, and most likely they're going to go for this one here.
Yeah, I don't have any doubt that they're going to go for it. We're less than 1 yard into pay dirt for the Tigers. They've been having success running, so let's see what They're coming up here. It looks like it's like a tush push formation.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's lining up under center. And we may see a timeout here by the Patriots. Or some flag. No, the whistle came in. Nope, nothing's happening here. So Shepard under center is going to push forward. And the ball came out, but they already had signaled touchdown. So they had it 3rd and goal from the 15. The Tigers gained 14 on 4th down. They punch it in. That drive took almost 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, they were really proficient on offense in that drive. They were able to run the ball. They had some nice passes. And those penalties really didn't knock them off their game. They still kept moving the football.
And kick is up. It is good. That is by Corin Ramazar. The extra point makes the score 7-0. There was definitely something there on that 3rd down. They were able to flush him out of the pocket, and they were able to throw him off, and they got to 1st and goal from the 19. It's hard to really stop that kind of tush-push play right there.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for them to go for it there. But what I'm impressed with is that they've pretty much been able to do whatever they wanted to do. The Patriots were able to come up and make some defensive stops where they didn't get huge yardage, but pretty much Belton had their way had their way there on offense. So let's see if they make an adjustments on the next defensive series for the Patriots.
It's going to be Ramazar to kick this one away. And there's no one really back deep to receive this one. They may not be standing back there ready for it. After last week with the couple surprise onsides, one of them almost going the opposite direction. I think maybe they're trying to prepare for it. And now they're backing up. It's like we're going to have Blaylock and Williams back to receive this one. Short kick, not a lot of distance. And it's going to be fair caught right at the 20-yard line by number 10, Caleb Hill. Probably best not to try to force anything there.
No, that was actually a good play. They're already bearing down. You have decent field position at the 25. So, yeah, I think that was a good call right there.
And when you fair catch it inside the 20 or down that area, it's pretty ruled as a touchback. So that's kind of why they're thinking that. So you gain 5 yards just by calling the fair catch right there. First look at the Patriots offense. It'll be Guerrero, Honeycutt in the backfield. 3 wide. Guerrero looking to throw. He's going to find Honeycutt, who's got nowhere to go with it. It makes one man miss, makes another man miss. And that's a good piece of running right there, but only back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they had that play sniffed out, but because the physicality of Honeycutt, he was able to make it back to the line of scrimmage. But now we're looking at 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. Honeycutt in the backfield. Takes the snap. They're going to throw another little screen pass. Trying to get around the outside is Williams. Able to gain positive yards there, but only a 3-yard, 4-yard gains what the far judge is going to say. And that's going to make it now 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they had some room there, but unfortunately Blaylock wasn't able to hold the block long enough. So Williams was able to gain some positive yards, but now we're looking at 3rd and long.
And let's see, this might be a free play right here. He's just going to take a shot downfield trying to find Williams, and he's going to overthrow him. But that may have been some encroachment. It won't be an automatic 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, the Belton far side defensive end took off a little early, and Guerrero knew that, so he just took a shot, knowing that there were no repercussions. You accept the penalty, 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, maybe?
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, yeah. Definitely just think about what kind of plays you want to run right here. Want to get that 1st down.
Offsides against the Tigers, 5-yard penalty. Make it 3rd down and 1.
So 3rd and 1 after the free play. Takes the snap. Hand off up the middle. It's Honeycutt. He's got the 1st down. Just enough for a 1st down. A 3-yard gain. to the 37-yard line.
Some tough running there by Honeycutt, keeping his legs moving, going past the sticks to get the first down.
That's all you want. Just keep the legs moving. Crowd starting to form here at Tigers Woodball Stadium. Barrow from the gun. They're going to hand out Honeycutt. Honeycutt tries to spin move, keeps his feet moving. Forward progress is going to give him a couple yards. That's about it. Honeycutt, fun to watch run. He just keeps moving.
Yeah, he kept moving his feet. Protect the ball. That's the important thing. And then he threw a spin move there to get an extra yard or so. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
A 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. Barrow with 3 wide. And they're going to fake handoff, throw over the middle. Ball is caught by Blaylock. Makes one man miss, but brought down by the one guy he made miss. That is not a shoelace tackle. That is a, T-shirt tackle.
T-shirt, yeah, undershirt tackle, yeah.
If he had gotten past that guy, he would have easily got the first down. Very quick little slant over the middle. So 3rd down and 3 to go. Barrow takes a snap. Hands this one off, and they've got nowhere to go with it. That was Clater. And that's going to bring up a punting situation here for the Patriots.
Yeah, no one on the Belton defense was fooled. They knew that Clater was going to get the ball, and they keyed him, and they were able to get the stop behind the line of scrimmage to make it 4th and 5.
He's the short yardage back. That makes it now 4th down. Hill in to punt this one away. High punt. They're going to let this one bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds. Not the best punt for Hill. Goes out at the 32-yard line. Let's see what adjustments the Patriots defense has made. Last time the Tigers were able to kind of just do whatever they want. Let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, they really pretty much had their pick of what types of plays they want to run. Running it pretty efficiently as well, so should be some defensive adjustments for the Patriots. Let's see how they pay off here with this drive.
It's a bit of a delayed handoff. I don't know if that running back, that was number 25, Zika, maybe he was a little bit confused on the play call there because Shepard stood there for a bit holding the ball out. And that's a loss of 3 on the play.
Ishawaka with a big stop there. First negative play for the Tigers that isn't a penalty.
I was just thinking the same thing, yeah. Zeka in that running back. Shepard looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man open. It's going to be caught and brought down from behind. That was caught by Gavin Ross. And a touchdown saving tackle by Aquavius Marbury.
Yeah, that was a delayed, it looked like a delayed post route. He was just running the straight post, and he was able to come free. Shepard threw that up there, perfectly dropped it in there for the big gain now. Threatening again in the red zone.
Already back in the red zone. 1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. Shepard, this is a design run, trying to go around the outside. Brought down inside the 10. To the 9-yard line. Is going to make it 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, trying to work on the edges of that Patriot defense. Was able to stretch them out a little bit, but still a decent gain of 5 yards there on that quarterback run.
2nd down and 4 now. Shepard, he's going to hand this one off, trying to bounce off the tackle. Gain of a yard. If even that makes it now 3rd down. Another 3rd down in this end of the field.
Yeah, these types of the running plays that look like an old school zone read, they're time plays, and it looked like that Shepard actually bobbled the ball there just a little bit, delayed the handoff, allowed the Patriots defense to come in there and take out number 25, Zeka, before he could get any type of big time yardage. So now we're looking at 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, yep.
The Shepard looking to throw, throws to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete.
Oh!
I don't know about that. I think Marbury had come up with a big-time interception in the end zone. And the officials, 2 officials are right there, and they immediately ruled that one incomplete. But that was a dangerous throw into double coverage and a stop right there for the Patriots defense.
Yeah, that was close. I'm going to err on the side of judgment. It looked like maybe he had to use the ground to gain control, and of course, if that happens, that is considered incomplete. So good call by the officials, even though that would have been a spectacular play for the Patriots.
Would have been. Attempted field goal. Kick is up. It is good. And makes the score now 10-0. The Patriots defense gives up the big play, but they don't surrender the touchdowns. Now only a 10-0 game. 3:16 left to play here in the first quarter.
So from this last drive, it looks like the Patriots defense, they're able to contain the Belton Tigers offense when they're running plays from the inside. What's killing them right now is they've had 3 explosive plays already. And, they have to try to contain those explosive plays. But I will say the Patriots defense came up big. They were right there knocking on the door to get another 7 or another 6, but they limited them to 3. And they're still, it's a 2-score game, but instead of 14-0, it's 10-0. So props to the Patriot defense there. Now let's see if the offense can pick it up and try to get something on the board here as we come to the second, near the end of the first quarter. Yeah.
See if they do another short kickoff here. And it will be a short kick, not a lot of distance. Lets that one bounce. It's on the ground. Covered by the Patriots. Oh my goodness. Caleb Hill falls on that one. Oh my goodness. That was almost disaster right there. And that's why those short kicks can play off.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why you do that. You either do it because for some reason when returners see that short kick, they're thinking punt. And the punt can hit the ground, but not realizing it's a kickoff. So they could trick your mind that way. Also, a lot of drop balls that way, a lot of muff balls. So that's why they do that. It's a strategic thing.
Later in the backfield, they're going to fake the handoff clear, trying to find Blaylock. Blaylock's got some room to run. Blaylock tries to make one man miss, and he's going to be forced out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Let's see if they give him the first down. They haven't moved the chains yet.
It looks like he made it. Let's see
I think I saw a flag coming on the far sideline. Okay. I think that's a false start, actually.
Wow.
They let the play run for a long time before they eventually, called that. So now it's going to be 1st and 15. So another one of those penalties, the first one on the Patriots. Another one of those penalties that just, as a coach, just kills you. 1st and 15, later in the backfield, similar formation to last time. And Guerrero looking to throw. Tries to find Williams, and it goes right through his hands.
Oh. Yeah, that's a catch you have to make there. It was just a quick out there. He was open. You have to make that catch. You can't let it slip through your fingers like that.
It's one of the ones that he's going to want back.
Definitely.
So now 2nd and 15. Ball at the 30-yard line. And they're going to hand this one off. Clater makes one man miss. Rumbling forward, and he's going to get to the original line of scrimmage, the 35. So a 5-yard gain there makes it 3rd and long.
Yeah, we're looking at 3rd and 10 here. Clater did what he could to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he was able to use his athleticism to get there, shifty feet. But we're still looking at 3rd and 10, so let's see what the Patriots offense could dial up here to try to get that first down.
They're going to bring in Honeycutt. Clater's going to take a step to the sideline. 3 wide here. Need to get to the 45 for a first down. Fakes the handoff, trying to find Williams. Flag comes in. Williams gets around the outside, and that flag will most likely be on the Patriots where it was thrown. It wasn't good enough for a first down. He was about a few yards short, and that's a hold, and most likely they will decline that penalty, or they could accept it and have him run 3rd and long. And we'll see what they decide to do here.
Yeah, they had a good play dialed up there, but obviously, they didn't get enough for the first, and now with this penalty, it looks like Belton's going to accept it. So it's going to be 3rd and 20.
That's a long way to go. You're trying to play in the field position game. That's always kind of a dangerous thing because you run that risk of potentially giving up the first down, as well as you could have a defensive penalty, which is usually an automatic first down.
Yeah, let's see if Coach does conservative here, keeps it on the ground. not to risk anything and then punch the ball away.
See, 3rd and 20. He's going to send Laylock in motion. Guerrero all by himself. Not going to rush many. Guerrero's got time to throw. Takes a shot downfield, and that's going to be pass interference. Yeah. That's that penalty I was talking about. That was intended for Blaylock, but the guilty party there is Azion Wilkinson, and just small low grab right there, and that will give up a big first down.
Yeah, from up here, the contact didn't look like a lot, but what you did see is he had that jersey, and the jersey pulled. Whenever you see that jersey pull like that, they're going to call pass interference.
10 times out of 10. And Blaylock knew it, too. That was the thing. As soon as that ball hit the ground, he knew that was going to be a penalty. So it's a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. Whistle comes in here.
Official timeout on the field.
The officials, I'm wondering if they're just discussing the spot. Is like in most other levels of football, usually it's like a spot foul where they'll put the ball at the spot of the foul, maybe plus 15. But in high school, usually the pass interference is just a 15-yard penalty. They were at the 25, so it puts them up at the 40-yard line, which is where the ball is now, which is not even where the first down marker was originally. And probably just discussing with the coach that situation. So the Patriots get a bit of a break on 3rd and 20. Makes it first 10 from the 40-yard line. Patriots have yet to reach the opponent's end of the field. They're going to take 10 off to Honeycutt. Tries to throw to the outside. Makes one man miss. It's Hill. Hill still moving his feet. And he's going to be step out of bounds. Let's see where the judge marks him at the 47-yard line. So running those screen passes, but able to get a nice block from Blaylock. Make it 2nd and short, and quickly back to the line are the Patriots. 4 wide. They're going to fake this handoff, and Guerrero's going to move his feet. Guerrero's got the first down into opponent's territory to the Tigers' 47-yard line.
Yeah, he decided to keep the ball there. It was a zone read type run pass option. He decided to keep it. He had the seam, was able to get the first down.
Same formation here with a high snap. He's going to keep it himself. Trying to find Laylock. Makes one man miss. Pushed out of bounds at the inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, those screens that you have to the sideline, you really have to hit that first block. If you don't hit it, it's not going to pop. And these last couple of ones, they've been able to hold the blocks just long enough to get 5 to 6 yards.
And that one goes to the outside. It's Williams. Williams got some room to run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And the Patriots are starting to find some rhythm here.
Yeah, looks like Williams found a soft spot in the zone, and then he was able to catch it. No one in front of him was able to get some good yardage after the catch.
And they're going to keep this hurry up moving. And they have to kind of get things set up here. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Let's see if the Patriots can find pay dirt. Bit of a high snap. They're going to hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt up the middle, inside the 10-yard line. Right around, they're going to say he's right at the 10. Though the judge on the far side is saying 9, and the near side is saying 10. And then they're going to say, split the difference and just say it was at the 10. So a 4-yard gain there on first down. 2nd down and 6. They can get the first without getting the touchdown. Trying to do that hard count. Takes a shot towards the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Caleb Hill. The Patriots hook up on a slant route. Work some screens. They get a lucky break on the penalty, and they find the end zone.
Yeah, they used the play action going to the left, and then the defense moved that way, opened it up. It was one-on-one there on the slant. Guerrero was able to hit for the touchdown.
Lon Gonzalez in to attempt the extra point out of the hole of Hill, who just got the touchdown. Attempt the extra point, I should say, he's got the touchdown. And Gonzalez remains perfect on the young season. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter, and it's a 3-point ball game. So the Patriots have got some rhythm there. They'll be able to find some luck in the screen. Able to find pay dirt.
So props to the offensive coaches there with staying with those screen passes, because they weren't really having much success with those plays earlier in the game, but they stayed with it. The other receivers that were on that side were making the blocks. Like I mentioned previously, when you run those screen plays, you have to get that first block if you want to expect any type of positive yardage, and that's what's been happening. Now, it hasn't popped for huge gains, but the 4, 5, 6 yards that you can get from those, the positive plays, you just keep popping them like that, you end up on the other side of the field before you know it.
And a big point of emphasis I just want to go back to is when I mentioned that they accepted the holding call on that third down, and I said you could get that defensive penalty, and that's exactly what happened, and that's what led that touchdown. There's been a lot of penalties on the Tigers so far in the game, and so that's one of the things that you may come back to at the end of this one and say that's a big play right here. Gonzalez, and the kicks one away as the ball falls off the tee. Happens from time to time.
Yeah, I don't see much wind out there, so it may just have been
It's not set up right.
Yeah, just not set up right.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. If it happens again, they'll have someone hold it. Good kick there by Gonzalez. Fielded inside the 15-yard line. Tries to turn upfield. He's going to run into a wall of defenders at the 29-yard line. That's where this drive will begin for the Tigers. And that was like number 8, Graham Chombley on the return.
So let's see if the Patriots defense can come in and tighten up a little bit and kind of limit those explosive plays. They've done a good job limiting their running, so that's always a positive. But if you allow them to get those explosive plays, that kind of nullifies the success you have stopping the run. So let's see if they can stop those explosive plays.
Everett from the gun, that's going to be another false start.
Yep.
And you can see right there, Plans set his foot forward, and then I think even Shepard actually had stopped his foot in like a certain way, like he stepped it forward instead of just straight up and down. I'm not sure if that makes much of a difference, but
it looked like the right tackle for Belton. They knew it was a pull. He had to pull, so he tried to take off just a half second too early, and they were able to. They called that
4 wide. They're going to hand this one off right into the Patriots defense. They're going to give him about a yard there. That's looks like that's Plans on the Plans on the carry. Makes it now 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Patriots doing a good job of stopping their run, and that's what you need to do. But you also have to be careful for that big play, because it seems like what they're doing is they're stuffing 2 runs and then they're coming out with a big passing play.
And there's that passing play, trying to set up that screen, and ball's out. I think the ball came out for a second. It looked like it did not. I think I got to look side. Gavin Ross on the reception. Good job there to bring him down before he's able to get any more yardage. And that makes it now 3rd, and actually they're going to put him back at the 27-yard line. So that is a 3rd and 13.
So that play is similar to what the Patriots ran. They just didn't account for that safety coming over. So, yeah, they made the initial block on the corner, but the safety came over, was able to disrupt that play for a loss.
And they're going to let this clock run down, and that is the end of the first quarter. Some early fireworks and a big-time 3rd down coming up. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back listening to DC Patriots football on the Vype Media Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't forget.
Start of the second quarter here at Tiger Field. 3rd and 13 for the Belton Tigers. Patriots trying to pick up their first stop. It'd be their first 3 and out for either team.
Yeah, Patriots defense actually doing a real good job of keeping the Tigers in front of them, stuffing the run, and also keeping an eye out for those pass plays. Good series here. Let's see if they can get off the field.
4 wide. Shepard looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's just going to tuck this one in and run. And he's going to step out of bounds. Big loss right there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. No, back to the 25. That's a loss of 2. Great job there by the Patriots defense, able to get to Shepard. And that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I understand what he was trying to do there. He's trying to keep the play alive, understanding that it was 3rd down. But, hey, it looks like they're staying on the field at fourth and 15.
Oh, my goodness. Maybe I think Shepard actually might be the punter.
Oh, maybe a pooch kick. Yep.
It's
bobbles
the ball. The ball's still on the ground. It's picked up by the Patriots, and he's going to run to the end zone. It's a touchdown. That is Sam Arnott on the recovery, and momentum can change just like that, and the Patriots have the lead.
So, yeah, that was just the snap was a little low. Shepard wasn't able to get control of it. It ended up on the ground. Patriots take it in for the touchdown, and now looking to take the lead in this game.
That is the second time in as many weeks the Patriots have scored on a punt. Not in the traditional sense, but when the punt was, the snap was slightly bobbled. That's the second time Gonzalez didn't attempt the extra point. Snap was slightly low, but Gonzalez's kick is true, and the Patriots, in a very short amount of time, have taken the lead.
So
14-10. Wow.
So, my old coaches used to say offense sells tickets, defense wins championships, but special teams wins it all. Yeah. And that was a scenario where special teams can change the feeling, that change the momentum of a game. Just one bad special teams play that especially directly leads to a score has swung the momentum all the way over to the Patriots side. Now let's see if the defense can come back on the field and continue with that momentum to get the ball back to the offense to actually come out and get another score to add to this lead.
Absolutely. It's one of those things you get like a defensive touchdown where it's great, it's awesome, and you're never going to say no to it. However, that means the defense then has to immediately run back out in the field.
Well, I will say, though, that after a non-offensive score, whether it's a defensive score or a special team score like that, the defense gets a little bit amped up, and they get pumped up. So a lot of, if they're tired or anything like that, that kind of goes away with the adrenaline rush. So, they're I'm sure they'll be fine.
I think so. I think you're right. Gonzalez, and to kick this one away. And short kick, not a lot of distance. Fielded, and the ball's on the ground. It's on the ground. It's recovered by the Tigers. Oh, my goodness. That would have been a huge disaster for the Tigers. But able to fall on it, and the Patriots almost got another special teams turnover.
The same thing that happened to the Patriots earlier just happened to the Tigers. Again, when you have those short kicks, for some reason, your mind thinks punt, and you think, hey, it could hit the ground, but it can't. So, that looks like exactly what happened.
So Shepard has come back out in the field from the gun. He's going to hand this one off up the middle. He's got plenty of room to run. Bounces off a would-be tackler and able to get a 10-yard gain. I thought he was going to get a little bit more than that one. That was Zeka on the carry to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, the Tigers' offensive line did a good job with a pull. Was able to open that hole for the running back to get a big play here.
They're down in 10. They're going to hand off up the middle once again. Still got a lot of room. They're exploiting a hole up the middle.
Yeah, they're coming up with a three-man front, and when you have those pulling plays that double team either the right end or the left end, that tends to open up a hole. You normally rely on your linebackers to fill that hole, but let's see what happens here.
And the same play, they're ready for it this time, though, but still a positive run there. I thought he was going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and instead he gets 1 yard out of that one. That is some powerful running.
So we're looking at 3rd and 3 here. They're probably going to keep it on the ground. Let's see what happens. They've had moderate success here with the exception of that one stop.
I would assume they keep it on the ground. They're probably trying to get in the jump, too. They're trying to get that hard count. Might be a little careful because there's been a lot of those false starts. So got to be careful. Don't want to give the false start and make it now 3rd and much longer. And it is going to be a handoff. And he's got the first down all the way to midfield. Just run straight up the middle.
So it looks like with some trap blocking here, the Belton Tigers are having some success running the football. They're actually taking out a guy completely and also taking the flow of the defense with them and opening up these holes.
So 1st and 10 right at midfield. It's a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff back up the middle and a big-time tackle right at the line of scrimmage. And that was Plans on the tackle, and it was Tyson Ishawoko on the tackle.
It was the same type of running play they were running before, except it went to the left side. However, the linebacker came to pick up, plug the hole. He tried to bounce it outside. The defensive end was there to make the stop.
So 2nd and 10 Sometimes those plays that go no yards will make you want to pass it, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Shepard looking to throw, goes over the middle, ball is caught, big gain, and past the 30-yard line, and that was caught by number 81, Aisha Thomas, down to the 27.
So yeah, it looks like tonight the Tigers are going to live and die by the explosive play. So that explosive play there is getting them closer into the red zone. Again, the Patriots are doing a good job keeping the short stuff done, but these explosive plays are going to kill you. They have to figure out a way to keep those to a minimum.
Got to find a way to stop them. Shepard 4 wide. Looking to throw a little short pass play and brought down immediately after the catch. He's going to lose 1 yard, and that was a tackle by Sam Arnett, who just scored the touchdown on the punt.
Yeah, he had that sniffed all the way around. They knew it was going to be a short little bubble screen. Came in and blew it up before he even had a chance.
Now 2nd down and 11. Plans in the backfield. They're going to hand off to him, trying to go up the middle, very patiently running, but gang tackle. I think the initial contact was by Aquavius Marbury, and that's going to make it now 3rd and 9, I believe.
So 3rd and long is exactly where you want to be if you're the Patriots defense. However, this is probably 4-down territory with the Tigers being down here. So look at it for you're going to have this one and another one, so they have to tighten up and not allow them to get this 1st down.
It's kind of in that weird area where it's a little too far to kick it. So we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. I think if they get close, they're going to go for it. If they go backwards, they're probably going to punt this one away. But let's see what they do. And they're going to get another false start.
So yeah, it looks like the penalty bug has bit both of these teams tonight. And again, here you are, you're 3rd and long already. Now you're 3rd and longer, makes this play more difficult. But I agree with you, if they're able to get halfway to the marker, they'll probably go for it. But if they don't get much here, they probably will kick it away.
I think if they get to the 23, they're going to go for it. Under heavy pressure as Shepard still going backwards, reverses field. He's going to take a shot downfield. Ball is caught immediately, leveled short of the line of gain. That tackle was made by Lord Isapunwu. And good job just to pick up yards there, but it's going to make it now 4th and 5. And I said around the 23, 24, they're going to go for it. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. I still don't see Ramazar coming out on the field to attempt the field goal. So this is another big 4th down right here. 4th and 5. See, the Patriots can get them off the field here. William Shepard back to throw, under pressure, throws to the far sideline. Ball is caught, and just enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, he just ran that curl route out there. He was wide open, was able to hit him for the 1st down. Keep this drive alive. That was a perfect opportunity for the Patriots defense to try to get off the field. They just weren't prepared for that play, but now we're inside the red zone. Let's see if they can tighten up like they did last time when they limited the Tigers to just a field goal.
Almost every drive, except for that one for the Tigers, has resulted in points, as every drive has gotten into the red zone. So 1st and 10 from the 16. Shepard looking to run with it, trying to go around the outside, and it's going to be brought down. Big tackle as he is shoved out of bounds by Lord Isapunwu. And almost kind of thrown to the ground there.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Patriot defense stretching that. They knew that Shepard was going to try to get the corner. They stretched the defense out. They were able to stop him for a loss.
Big play there, or 1 yard loss there, I should say. Shepard will hand this one off, up the middle, and brought down from behind. That was number 45 on the carry, and that was Kason Mortar. And another 3rd and long.
Yeah, when Belton was running their straight run plays, they're not having much success. They were having success with the trap blocking plays just a little bit ago, but it looks like the Patriots have made an adjustment to ensure that linebacker comes in and plugs that hole. So now the success has been real limited. But let's see what they come up here with 3rd and long, and it looks like Eastview is going to take a timeout.
I think so. After that last 3rd and long, they got Shepard flushed out of the pocket, reverses his field. He was still able to gain a lot of yards there on 3rd down, which set up that 4th and short that they were able to go for. So in this situation, they're close enough where they could, I think, attempt a field goal if they don't get any yards. But what they're probably discussing is don't let them get close enough to the fourth down where they can even think about wanting to go for it. If you can, try to get them to go backwards. You always want them to go backwards anyways.
Right.
But this is the situation where you really don't want them to gain any yards because they get it 4th and 5, 4th and 3, 4th and 6, whatever. They're probably going to go for it. But right now, they're at 3rd and, well, the scoreboard says 11, but in reality it's 3rd and 8. But if they can keep it at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 maybe, then they're probably not even going to go for this one. But we'll see. About 5:59 left to play here in the half. Patriots lead 14-10. Shepard from the gun's going to have 4 wide. It's like Zeka in the backfield. Takes the snap. They're just going to hand this one off and nowhere to go with it. Tyson Ishawoko brings him back behind the original line of scrimmage, well, right to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 10, and they're just close enough where I think they're going to leave the offense out there.
Yeah, this is the big risk here because it looks like the Patriots offense is having success, so they really have to get this first down. But let's see what happens here.
And they do snap it. Shepard looking to throw, throws over the middle, and ball's going to be incomplete. Crowd wanting a flag. That was thrown to double coverage, and they were both playing the ball. That's a turnover on downs. Pass was intended for Gavin Ross, and a big-time stop there by the Patriots.
Yeah, he was there, but the safety for the Patriots came up and was able to essentially break that route off. And the thing is, that's what they call like the bang-bang play. Ball gets there, or the guy gets there, ball gets there. It doesn't matter which is first. If it's bang-bang, they're probably not going to call that for interference.
And usually if they say if you're trying to play the ball, if you're looking back for it, they usually don't call that in that situation. So we're starting field position, though, for the Patriots, starting at their own 16-yard line. Clater back in at running back. And they're going to fake the handoff, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got Blaylock. He's got him open and hits him in the hands. Slightly underthrown. And I think just he had that one back. It looks like it almost hit him in the hands. I think just from the turnaround, he just couldn't locate it.
Yeah, I think he got turned around there. And then actually the way that he turned, it did drop right in his hands, but he wasn't expecting it at that time. That was a nice throw there, though, by Guerrero.
Makes it now 2nd and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Later in the backfield, 3 wide. Takes the snap, they're going to hand off Clater. Clater's got a big hole up the middle. Clater into the secondary, bounces off would-be tackler, reverses field. Clater, he's got a block from Hill. He's at the 50-yard line, gets a push. Clater down the sideline and pushed out of bounds.
He moved faster than the camera.
I think he did move faster than the camera. My goodness.
I think that's the longest offensive run for the Patriots this season.
My goodness, I think so, and I think that might actually put Clater at the top of the rushing leaderboard, if not very close. He leads the team in touchdowns with 4. And Clater just found 1 move, and also just want to give a shout out to Hill, giving that block downfield. He got past that defender, but was just unable to get further downfield because he could have been walking in the end zone here. The Patriots have really found some rhythm. A little bit of confusion, though. I'm not sure if they can get the snap off in time, and the Patriots have got to waste a timeout, and Robertson is not happy about that, as I imagine any coach would be.
Yeah, that was just some shifty run. He had the hole there. It was a big hole, but then the safety came up, could have made the play, but he just sidestepped him and then had daylight in front of him. He just kind of ran out of gas as he got to the 30.
So that's the ball is 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. And the Patriots, after that opening drive by the Tigers, they just kind of waltzed down the field. In their second drive, they able to get down the field. They've gotten a few lucky breaks. Obviously, they got the pass interference. And then the punt, the snap being bobbled there, able to take the lead on that one. And on the next offensive possession, able to get the big gain there by Clater. And so they have found some rhythm moving the football. And that's just what you want to see, as well as able to get some rhythm going on defense. Able to get that turnover on downs.
Yeah, defensively they have really stepped up tonight. You know, they really had just one hiccup with that first offensive drive for Belton, but since then they've been playing pretty solid.
Honeycutt in the backfield. Guerrero from the gun takes the snap, takes the handoff to Honeycutt. Guerrero looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to just try to throw this one away, and he does throw it away outside tackle box. There's a flag on the play, though. That most likely might be a hold. But smart by Guerrero there to just get rid of that one, and good job just keeping the play alive long enough to throw it away.
Yeah, that's most likely a hold. You know, as when you have a shifty quarterback like that likes to run to try to give him some more time to throw the ball, that invites more opportunity for your lineman to hold, and that's probably what happened here. So, they always say for offensive linemen, better to hold than to have your quarterback get taken out. So, it's real difficult when you try to hold a block. Those defensive linemen, they're athletes, and they're able to move around, push you around. So it's really hard to keep those blocks going for a long time.
Guerrero with the snap. They're going to hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt up the middle, spin moves, and brought down after a 4-yard gain, makes it now 2nd and 16.
So the important thing here is that they don't want this penalty to essentially take the opportunity to score away from this drive. You know, that first drive, Belton did have 3 penalties, and they were able to overcome them to make it into the end zone. Let's see if the Patriots can do the same.
Just stick with your game plan. 2nd down and 16. Guerrero looking to throw, under pressure, is going to throw to the sideline. Ball's caught by Blaylock. Blaylock turns upfield and gets to the 25-yard line. Is going to make it now 3rd and 5.
So great play there. Blaylock able to get down to the 25-yard line.
26
26-yard line.
So 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6. It's manageable. So they were able to manage that penalty effectively. Now let's see if they can get this first down.
I know what, he can't really stop the game plan. And they're going to hand this one off to Honeycutt. He's got nowhere to go. That's going to gain a yard.
So let's see what Coach comes up with here, because while they're not in that no man's land area, it is tempting to try to go for it on 4th and 5, 4th and 6. But and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
I'd be surprised if they didn't go for it. I'll be honest with you.
But you know what? If I was coach, I would do it too, because your defense is playing really well tonight.
I think so. We run faith in the defense, but also put faith in the offense. Got to get to the 20 for a first down. Guerrero looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck this one in and run. Throws to the sideline, intended for a Hill. Incomplete. Maybe a little bit too much mustard on that one, and it's a turnover on downs for the Patriots.
So unfortunate there, they weren't able to get that first down. But again, they were able to at least keep them off the field, have them get some rest. Now they come off, they're a little bit fresher. They've been playing really well, so let's see if they can get another stop here as we near the end of the first half.
And the Patriots do receive the first that kickoff. Interesting formation right here. Bring everybody on the line. And it is going to be a design run up the middle, tripped up, but able to fall forward for about 3 yards. And that was number 25, Gino Zecca. Makes it 2nd, and the scoreboard says 8. But my math thing says 7. The scoreboard also says the score is 26-10 in favor of Eastview. Shepard sends a man in motion. Back to throw. Snaps a little bit low. He's going to set down his feet and throw, and now it's just going to fall incomplete. Intended for Gavin Ross. Makes it now 3rd and long.
Yeah, he had him there. He just overshot him. Good coverage, though, by the defense to actually, it looked like the defender was adjusted his, he had to make the receiver adjust his route there, kind of threw off that timing.
So 3rd and 8, 2:40 left to go. Patriots got 1 timeout. There's also that 2-minute timeout, new this season. 3 wide. Shepard from the gun. They're going to rush 4 under pressure, trying to set up the screen. They got it, and Zecca's going to be tripped up short of the first down. Wow. He's going to be tripped up a yard short. I'm trying to see who it was on that tackle, and it was Aquavius Marbury able to get there and get the stop just short of the first down. So that makes it 4th and 1.
So this is real dangerous here, because the Patriots have been able to stop the running game of the Tigers behind the line of scrimmage. And right here, you're really on the Tiger side of the field, and you don't want to give them a 2-for-1 opportunity. It looks like they're tush pushing.
And that's what it's going to be, a tush push just enough to pick it up, a 2-yard gain there. Either way, just for Marbury, as you get the 2-minute timeout, I'll just say, for Marbury just to get there and stop them short of the 4th down, so they had to go for it. Either way, that's just a big play right there. Not giving up the first down. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. We'll just keep it here as we approach the end of the half. It's been a wild one, I must say. The Tigers started off looking hot. They get up to a quick 10-0 lead. Patriots get that one penalty, and then the muffed punt, and it's been Patriots lead 14-10 on the scoreboard. Shows the correct score.
I was like, wow, did we miss something?
I thought the same thing. It has happened. And once I had a score up there, it said it was 4-0. So I tapped my shoulder and said, actually, it's 3-0. I was like, oh. So that was a baseball game, though. So it happens. So 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 36-yard line.
So, yeah, Patriots really have to shore up on defense here. You don't want to give up a garbage score here. Even though you know you're getting the ball first to start the second half, don't give up a garbage score. Try to hold them down there. You're on their side of the field. Keep them there.
Tigers got all 3 timeouts under heavy pressure. Ball's going to be intercepted. It's intercepted by the Patriots. Trying to make one man miss. Brought down from behind. Another takeaway. That's the 3rd in 3 weeks. Make that, 3rd week in a row with an interception. They had 2 last week against Burnett. And that was by Jason Mulholland. And able to bring it all the way to the 15-yard line. A big play right there by the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly. Defense stepped up and got the turnover, which essentially is the stop. Good enough there. Now they have an opportunity to take advantage of this 2-for-1 situation. Get a score here, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal. You receive the kickoff to start the second half. You have the opportunity to score again, get 2 scores for the price of 1.
Absolutely. So big momentum play right here. Clater in the backfield. They're going to fake the handoff. Throws to Blaylock. I don't think he was aware of the play they were running because he did not turn around and look for that one. I think it was supposed to be a little quick 3-step drop and turn around, what we used to call the button hook play.
Yeah.
And he wasn't ready for it.
It looks like there was some miscommunication there, so you need to shore that up. You don't want to lose your chances here. You know, it's 2nd down and 10. Let's see if we get some positive yards here.
And slightly high snap. They're going to hand off Clater. Clater tries to rumble forward. And that pile's still moving. Let's see what the forward progress gives and gets him a couple yards. Makes it now 3rd and 8. And the clock will continue to roll. Remember, Tigers do have all 3 timeouts. So see if the Patriots take their time here on this 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, I think, obviously you're going to try for the touch, but if you have an opportunity to kick, you do have a good kicker. You straight line down get 3. Again, you get the ball to start the second half. Maybe do run the time off a little bit, but let's see what Coach dials up here.
And they're going to take the handoff, and Guerrero's going to keep it himself, trying to get around the outside. Pushes down a defender. Let's see if they give him that first down. Yes, they will give him the first down. An athletic run there by Guerrero, just knocking the defender down to the ground. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the
4.
I think at the 4-yard line. He stepped out, so the clock will stop with a minute to go. Guerrero just very athletic running and just powerful running too. Just lowers the shoulder. You don't see that too often from a quarterback. They don't like to do that very often, but Guerrero is not afraid to lower the shoulder.
No, he's a runner at heart, and at that play it showed.
So handoff Clater. Clater trying to make one man miss. He's going to go backwards on this one. They were ready for it. It's a 3-yard, make that 4-yard loss down to the back to the 8-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 8. Clock continues to run.
Yeah, the Tiger defense got early penetration there, just blew that play up. But still looking at 2nd and goal here. We got 40 seconds left. Again, you want to start thinking about the time here. You don't want time to run out on you, but you still want to try to get into the end zone to get that touchdown.
Touchdown, or just make sure you don't leave. Make sure you still got time to do what you need to do. Straight up the screen, throw over the middle and off the fingertips. It looked like of Sam Williams. It would have been another touchdown for Guerrero. He has one for the evening. And 24 seconds left to go. It's now 3rd and goal from the 8.
So, yeah, unfortunately, the guy wasn't over there. He wasn't open in the end zone. But from a time management perspective, you're where you want to be. You have one more down to try to get into the end zone. You have your timeouts. You know, the clock stopped because of the incomplete pass. You're in the perfect position here to come away with this drive with some points.
You also can run it because you got that timeout. You can let the clock run down to basically nothing before you attempt the field goal so they don't get a chance with the ball back and for anything crazy to happen. And that's exactly what they're going to do. No, Guerrero's going to tuck it in and run. Guerrero trying to turn upfield. Flag comes in. He's down at the 1, and that might be a hold. 18 seconds left.
If that's a hold, that's a devastating penalty here because that puts him back, and it is a hold.
Let's
see if it's a spot foul, though.
Usually that is a spot foul, and that will be 3rd down, and that definitely backs up a bit more. 18 seconds on the game clock.
Again, that's just another scenario like when you have a running quarterback. For some reason, you're more inclined to, you're trying to hold your blocks, you're more inclined to hold.
It does happen time to time. Well, that definitely changes things a little bit. Maybe opens up the playbook a bit more about what you can run, but you don't want to go backwards here. You want to make sure you gain positive yards no matter what. I bet you their goal obviously to get into the end zone, but if there is a smaller goal to that, it's probably just to get to the 10 or the 15 and try to make this a shorter field goal.
So it looks like Gonzalez. The time is still running.
The clock's still running.
Yeah, the official's going to have to fix that.
And Eastview's going to take their final timeout. Maybe the clock was starting to run right after that. The penalty, usually that stops the clock. Right. Because it's under 2 minutes and it's an offensive penalty. So the clock can't stop.
That's. I'm curious. That's a curious. Maybe you are right, Brian. Is that because we're under 2 minutes and it was an offensive penalty? They have that. They start the clock again, just like if they were spotting a first down.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Maybe they were unaware of that because I think they would try to snap the ball a little bit quicker in that situation. And it is going to be, I'm not sure, they're not resetting the clock. So there is 1 tick left on there, and here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 35-yarder. Gonzalez perfect on the extra points, but he is 0 for 1 on the season. This 25-yarder against Burnett. Snap is down, kick is away, it is up. It is good. Gonzalez ends the half with a 35-yard field goal. And the Patriots, who are down 10-0, have scored 17 unanswered, and that will take us to halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll bring you the Eastview Band. You're listening to Eastview Patriots Football on Vype Media Network.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And we're at halftime of this game where Eastview is leading. The Eastview Patriots are leading the Belton Tigers 17-10, and we're just waiting for the Patriot band to get on the field. And we will bring you their performance in its entirety.
Halftime? This is at New Tech right now. Alex. Oh, my sister's on.
All right. And now we bring you Eastview High School Band. Enjoy.
Sessions up here. Really? Oh my god, I saw Max with his strip lights. I know. I told him to buy it. Dude, I know a kid that his parents put another limiter on the limiter. Oh my days. They upgraded the limiter. It only goes like 25. Yo, there's no trip lights at that point. No, on an upgraded X3 Pro, by the way. Get a red star at that point. The red star's going faster. Just get my razor at that point. Mid frame. The long. Really?
Eastview High School and Georgetown ISD are proud to present the Darlings of Georgetown, Texas, the award-winning Sparklers dance team.
When I get home, I can't play no MX Buckles because my mommy won't let me. Because it's gonna be like 9 o'clock. Do you want to teach me how to play MX Buckles? Dude, I gave him didn't even find the cord. Yeah, I gifted it him, and he hasn't even downloaded it.
The Sparklers managers are Lorelai Holmes and Alyssa Holden. The Sparkler of the Week is Marissa Tonvera.
And that's on my average. Mine's 8 to 1,000. That's
The
also
Sparklers are led onto the field this evening by the 2025-2026 dance officers, Lieutenant Ella Dawson, Lieutenant Grace Whiting, First Lieutenant Alyssa Galini, and Captain Brooklyn Winslow. The Sparkler soldiers are Caitlin Bailey, Spencer Porterfield, and Ashlyn Stearns.
So now you're not going to have flat out suspensions all the way around the ground, right?
Tonight, the Sparklers will perform a streamer routine
When
to
you
I Got
upgrade
a
in the rear,
Feeling. Take it away, Sparklers.
you don't need to? Yeah. His dad said $2,000. It's not Georgetown. Finally, been wanting customizable razors.
Let's hear it for the Sparklers. The Sparklers dance team is under the direction of Michaela Short, assisted by April Pena. We would like to thank our best of the best season sponsors, AccuBuild, the Galini Firm, Texas Honey Hair, and Performing Arts Studio, Georgetown. We appreciate your support. The Sparklers would like to wish the Belton Magic Girls good luck with their football season and contest
up like this. Yeah, those all around us.
Tonight, the Eastview Band and Color Guard are performing their 25-26 season show, Wound Tight, featuring the music of Billie Eilish with original compositions by Michael Miller. Soloist, Alex Guerrero. Let's hear it for the Eastview Patriot Band. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Richie Ian, Sylvia Camarena, and Violet Hannah, we proudly present the Eastview Patriot Band and Red Poppy Color Guard.
Whatever. Like 9, Braden's mom is picking us up. Braden, pass the weed. Braden, pass the weed. Oh my god, don't listen to me. Braden, pass the weed. Shut up. Oh my days. She's like, dude, his mom's gonna be like, y'all got weed? She's like, I don't think she really liked that very much. Mom's sitting there, mom, gonna get the key card in the back pocket. Probably not. She has like, no, this is the non-joke. She's like 9 of them. They're just scattered around, so she doesn't even notice that they're gone. Want to hotbox them after?
Private school has usually hundreds of cars in here to pay for high school.
Find enough.
It's that deep.
Lucas, do you get paid setups for your race bikes on MX bikes? Do you buy paid setups for your bikes or no? Do you just do custom setups? Like suspension and whatnot? You should send me the Discord. Yeah, so look at on the side. Because my 450 is fast, but it has really bad suspension. No. I like to race the start because of how much torque it has. I only race the start because of the torque, and I can do like backflips off jumps. I can do a backflip on a wind jump. Get your hand off. This is why my parents call you my boyfriend. No! This is the guy who posted Kiss 9 dude bottom on my Instagram. I don't want to hear it. Kiss 9 dude. Lucas, put it in. Put your digits in, huh? No, the server you were talking about. Thank you, Lucas. Link expires. Wait, is it actually? It is. So we should pull up on it. Really? Wait, I'm on their website. Is that the choir?
Band members of the week: Woodman and Ashton Carr. Brass: Landon Shin. Percussion: Luca Bedir. And Poppy of the week: Brianna Putra. Section of the week: the saxophones. Thank you, Eastview Patriot Band Directors Randy Poindexter, Bridget Johnson, and Andrew Plessinger. Color Guard Directors are Steve Flores and Salem Lyles, and Associate Staff Members are Wood Recki, Alejandro Gonzalez, and Daniel Manson. The Eastview Band is sponsored by Cody
MX Bikes.
and Anti Legacy Foundation, Clover Architects, and Catering by Northfield.
They said that
Thanks to Georgia High State
there was SPX.
Southfield, Director of Fine Arts
And when you go to their website, it's all paid.
That was the Eastview Patriot Band. Hope you enjoyed their performance. For Brian Reed, this is Chris Cavazos bringing you Eastview Patriot football on Vype Media. We're going to go ahead and give you some other, scores from other high school games going around here in the Austin area. Currently in the second quarter, Llano is leading Marble Falls 15-3. Hutto is leading Cedar Ridge 34-28 in the second. That's a high-scoring game. Vandergrift's on top of Stony Point at halftime, 10-0. Thorndale's on top of Bartlett, 7-0 in the second quarter. Leander is all over Del Valley in the second quarter, 15-0. Lake Travis over Midland Legacy, 42-7 at halftime. Schulenburg in a tight one with Burton in the second quarter. They're currently losing 27-26. Hyde Park over Savio at halftime, 17-7. And Westlake and Atascocita tied up at half, 21-all. Round Rock over Vista Ridge, 23-14 in the second quarter. Bowie over Glen, 17-14 in the second quarter. Cedar Park beating Huntsville, 22-14 in the second quarter. Navarro over Canyon Lake, 13-7 at half. Gerald over Caldwell, 22-15 in the second quarter. Anderson and College Station are tied at 7-all at end of the first. Dripping Springs over Harker Heights, 21-6 in the second.
Our middle school dancers from Belton Middle School and South Belton Middle School.
Wagner over San Marcos, 13-7 at half. Salado over Giddings, 14-7 in the second quarter. Lampasas and Killeen Chaparral have goose eggs in the second quarter. And Nixon Smiley over Flatonia, 13-7 in the second. Those are some scores from other high school football games around the Austin area. We're going to go ahead and bring you Belton's high school band in the middle of their performance, and once they're done, we'll come back and bring you the second half of action. You're listening to Eastview Patriot Football on Vype Media.
Tonight, the Magic Bells will be performing with our dancers from Belton Middle School and South Belton Middle School to a palm-tastic palm routine to Hot to Go.
He was mad because he watched his score and he realized I was
Martins, and assistant drum majors Abigail Chapman and Lucy McRae. Each week, the drum majors choose an outstanding section and individuals to honor for their hard work and dedication to the Marching 100. The section of the week is the sax low reed section. Upperclassman of the week is Ian Mickle. The freshman of the week is Sophia Tubbs. Drumline member of the week is Noel Mendoza. And guard member of the week is Sophia Canales. And now, the band will be performing a portion of their 2025 field production entitled Between the Storms, featuring Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, Rain by Ben Platt, Water Goblin by Antoinette Borjak, and 715 Creeks by Justin Vernon. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The sights and sounds of the Belton High School Marching 100 with Between the Storms.
I was running up the stairs and my pants started to fall down. Your pants are falling down, mine are falling down. You have a belt on too. My belt is like 2 times loose. Mine just have like no. Please never show me doing it. I literally went like this. Oh, not this song. This song when something dumb happens in this video. It's like, but it's like it's the goofy sound. And he comes on, he goes, let me get this microphone while y'all go. He comes on, and I look at Dominic, and he goes, he's like the dog closing his eyes. He goes like this. And I look over at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, so funny. Oh no. I wonder. Really good, huh? There will be some out. I can't get any. Oh, what is that? I didn't know the tigers had Vype. Guys, do you put conditioner in your dick hair? Put conditioner in your dick hair? It's like, what? It's like, actually, it's not a bad idea. It keeps you smooth. It doesn't get caught. Oh my god, you got such good pictures. It's a belt. Is that Reslu? Lucas. Yeah, keep your hand over there. You know, the single leg is pretty good. I don't have to worry about no fit and stuff. I just said I just said I don't like her like that. I'm just saying if she's going to homecoming, I'll go with her. Flats are dating in the hall. He goes, stop it. Oh, God. Like, imagine Gaten saying that, like, full on in the hallway. Yeah, I go, Gaten, show me your fingers. Gaten, show me your fingers. That's why I call him Lanky Legs in the hallway.
Okay, Tiger fans, up your feet, on your feet for the Tiger Fight song. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for the 100
Oh, this guy. Come on and work. Get out of here.
Directors of the Marching 100 are Kevin Waku, Chris Kramer, Percussion Director Ian Smith, and Color Guard Director Brianna Barrett, Taylor Henderson.
Welcome back to Tiger Field for the start of the second half. The Patriots found themselves in an early hole, 10-0, but able to turn things around with some big-time defensive stops and a muffed punt. They ended the half with a field goal to score that 17 unanswered. Big plays by Cormac Guerrero, able to find Caleb Hill on a slant route for a touchdown. The aforementioned blocked or muffed punt able to be picked up and run into the end zone, and some big plays by Clater and some big-time defensive stops have led to that lead for the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots really shored up their defensive front there after that first drive. Again, that first drive was really aided by a couple penalties from the Patriots and then some explosive plays. They've really done a good job of limiting the explosive plays, and then they've stuffed the run game. Belton has had some nice run plays, but for the most part, they've stuffed those runs in the inside. So they've done a great job. Plus, they have an opportunity to take advantage of the 2-for-1. They were able to get that field goal at the end of the first half. Now they're going to receive the ball to start the second half, have another opportunity to put more points on the board to extend this lead.
So one thing to note, that surprise onside to begin the second half. There's been a couple of them on both teams, but there was one kick where there was a short kick that was bounced thing to happen right here, but they're not lined up back far enough. You can be careful the ball being kicked over your heads. Just got to be prepared for that ball when it comes for you.
I'm sure both special teams coaches at half told their kick return team, don't let the ball hit the ground.
Yeah. And it does hit the ground, but it's picked up by the Patriots, trying to reverse field, makes one man miss, and I'm not sure if that was the smartest decision there by Quavius Marbury, but he comes down to the ground after reversing field back And they're going to say at the 14-yard line, which might be kind of a generous spot if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think once the ball hits the ground, it's like he really had to try to fight for what he could get. He tried, but not the best field position to start this offensive drive. But again, the Patriots have had success moving the football, so let's see if here they can go the length of the field to get another score to add more points on the board. And like I mentioned previously, extend this lead.
So 1st and 10 for the 15-yard line. Honeycutt in the backfield. 3 wide. Guerrero working from the gun. He's going to send Blaylock in motion. Takes a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Tries to find Blaylock on a bit of a screen pass. Able to gain a couple yards there. Makes it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that was, those sideline screen passes, that was another one where the other receiver missed the block. And, of course, when that happens, that kind of blows that play up. They were able to get at least a yard out of it, which is, at least that's something. But you really need to get that first block on those screen plays to have the opportunity to have it bust out to get a real big positive yard gain.
2nd and 8. They send Blaylock the other direction. Honeycutt in the backfield. And this time they will not panhandle Honeycutt. Guerrero's going to take it on a run-pass option. Guerrero into the secondary and brought down from behind. Guerrero calls his own number. He faked like he was going to throw for just a moment and brought down right at midfield.
So that was an RPO there. He had the opportunity to throw, but he tucked it in. And he actually saw that read that normally was coached back about 10 years ago when that run option, the zone read was when that defensive end crashes down, the quarterback keeps it. That's exactly what he did, and he was able to get the huge gain there to midfield.
So right at the center field logo, Guerrero takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a man open. It's caught. It's Williams. Touchdown.
That was a busted coverage there. It looked like the quarterback expected a safety there to come up and help, but there was no one there. Left him wide open for the touchdown.
It looked like Guerrero had pumped for a moment, and then that left there some time for Williams, and there was a busted coverage to get downfield. 2nd time this season we've seen that busted coverage. 2nd touchdown pass tonight for Cormac Guerrero. He's up to 4 on the season.
Yeah, sometimes when the quarterback does that pump, it can fool the safety to come in, and that eventually leaves that area in the zone open, and that's exactly what happened.
Gonzalez's extra point attempt is good. Make that now 24 unanswered before the Patriots. They lead now 24-10. And what a turnaround for the Patriots after that first quarter.
Yeah, at that first quarter, it looked like the defense was going to have some challenges there, especially how easily the Belton Tigers were able to move down the field. But since then, they've been able to pretty much hold them in check to just a field goal. And then, like you mentioned, Brian, 24 unanswered points. And really, the script from the middle of the second half to now has gone completely Eastview's way. They were able to take advantage of 2 for 1, 3 at the end of the first half. Now they came up and were able to get a touchdown here, extend that lead. They're looking good, but we still have a lot of football left to play, so they have to keep it up. They can't let off the gas at all.
Absolutely. Well, they have a 2-score lead now. They lead by 14. Gonzalez to kick this one away.
I've seen it already. Yeah, 1.
And short kick, not a lot of distance. They're going to call for the fair catch, and it will be fair caught right at the 25-yard line. It was fair caught trying to see who made the catch. Seems like there was number 12 on that one. It gets dark in this room. That was Evan Ijapari. Here we go, my. So I'd say I might mess up the camera a little bit.
Yep, it sure did.
So
I was like, nope.
Yeah, keep it up. Yeah. No, I'm fine. If I need to turn the camera, I could just fade the lights. I can just use my phone's flashlight, so we're fine. So, 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. Last time out for the Tigers, Shepard threw an interception. This time he's going to tuck this one in and run. He's got some room down the sideline. He makes one man miss, being chased from behind and brought down from behind by number 6, Sam Arnott.
So a big run there, similar to the play where Guerrero had that big run for the Patriots. It was similar to his zone read. Actually, it looked more like a quarterback keeper, but similarly, he saw that defensive end crash, took that in, and was able to get a big gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the Patriots' 39-yard line. Both teams with a big play. Shepard back to throw. Throws over the middle, and the ball is going to be incomplete. hit the ground, intended for Achilles Palomares. Makes it now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like he just wasn't able to get the ball to where it needed to go. Maybe when you make big plays like that, sometimes your jitters can get to you. You can get a little adrenaline rush, and then if you have to throw the football, you put a little bit too much on it.
Especially when your most recent throw was the interception. Shepard is going to fake the handoff under pressure, and that may have been a run pass option, but he had nowhere to go with the football. He's going to lose 2. Makes it now 3rd and 12.
Yeah, unfortunately the key wasn't there for him. Iwahu was able to bust in there to get rid of that play, so there was really no key there. He really had nowhere to go. That was just great defensive play there by the Patriots.
So 3rd and 12, they have to get to the 34 for a first down. Shepard, they're just going to hand this one off and swallowed up in the backfield. Zeka had nowhere to go with the football, and the Patriots defense, after getting up the big play on first down, they just go backwards. I think someone's knocking into our crowd mic. Happens every now and then, no big deal.
So yeah, that was a big play there on defense. It looks like they're staying on the field. Let's see if they're going to try to go 4th and 15.
I think that Shepard might just pooch kick this one. No, he's going to throw it. He is going to attempt this one. Shepard going backwards. Nowhere to go with it. It's just going to try to throw this one. That's a turnover on downs. That, I don't know what the decision making was. They were right at midfield. They had to get 15 yards for a first. There's still plenty of game time left. I don't understand the decision there to punt that one away. To not just punt that one away.
Yeah. Right now, the defensive line of the Patriots are really having their way. They're able to get pressure on the quarterback, plus they're able to get penetration at the line of scrimmage to stop all these inside run plays that the Belton Tigers are running. So Patriots defense coming out, firing on all cylinders, and putting their offense in a great position. And due to a penalty,
I think it's intentional grounding.
Due to that penalty, they're going to be knocking on the door of the red zone on looks like the 26-yard line, 27-yard line?
Definitely. So intentional grounding was because whenever you're outside the pocket, you can throw it away, but it's got to at least make it to the line of scrimmage, and that did not get to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Tiger 27-yard line. Last time out, the Patriots able to find the end zone, and they're going to hand this one off to Clater. Clater trying to bounce off would-be tackler, still trying to move his feet. They're going to say forward progress, had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, as that's why the whistle was blown there.
So just like the Patriots defense was able to get that penetration right there on that play, the Tigers defense was able to get penetration, get that first hit on Clater to stop his momentum and actually cause it for a loss of 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 11.
So 2nd down and 11, now the 28-yard line. Have to get to 17 for that first down. Clater's still in the backfield. They're going to send Blaylock in motion. It's Williams, Blaylock, and Hill. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Williams, he stumbles for a moment, and it falls incomplete. He stumbled for a second. He still almost is able to recover and almost find that one, but that's going to make it now 3rd and long.
So, yeah, it looks like the timing of that route was thrown off there by the Tiger defender. Still almost made that catch, though.
Almost made it, so now 3rd and 11. They're going to get to that 17 for the first down. Sends Clater in motion. He's going to look over the middle, and ball's going to be caught by Blaylock, well short of the first down. I think he was trying to see if they could draw the defenders away and try to see if they can guard Clater. Makes it now 4th down and I think 7. And I think it's just a little bit too far to try to go for that field goal. It would be about a 40-yarder from here, maybe inside the 40.
So, yeah, this is a good call here to go for it. Your defense is playing exceptional. You're able to get them some time to rest up here. It is 4th and 7, but you have been able to make some big yardage plays. So let's see what they come up here to try to get this first down.
First, say 4th down. Guerrero back to throw. He's got time. He's going to take a shot, and it's incomplete, intended for a Hill. And I was looking towards the end zone. I think he may have had a shot on trying to connect with, I believe, Williams out in the end zone. but that one falls incomplete. It was just a little high, intended for Hill, and it's another turnover on downs.
Yeah, unfortunately, they weren't able to get anything going there. The one positive for that is that they were able to march down the field, get into Tiger territory, keep their defense off the field so that they can get some breathers there. Now they're going to come back up, see if they can keep up the intensity that they've had since, again, like the middle of the second quarter, because they really haven't allowed the Tigers to do anything offensively.
So they can keep that intensity going, and Shepard back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to toss that one away, and he was under pressure immediately. And that was number 58. That was Aiden Vasquez, just right in his face, and wisely threw that one away.
So what's happening here is the front the front four of the Patriot defense are able to get pressure without bringing anybody. So that allows everyone else to play coverage in the back end. It's going to be hard for Shepard to find anyone open, especially if he has someone in his face with just pressure from the front four.
2nd down and 10. 3 wide. Shepard will hand this one off and able to go off the tackle, gain some positive yards to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, just a run-off tackle there, hard running there, able to make it, 3rd and 6, which is manageable. But again, the way this Patriots defense is playing, they can get the stop here and then put them in another long fourth and medium distance for the first.
And they will fake the handoff to Zeka. Shepard looking to throw, sets up the screen. Ball is caught and trying to get the hit right at the line to gain, and just coming out a little bit empty-handed. Enough for a first down. The catch was made by Kaysen Morton. And it's the first down for the Patriots. For the Tigers, excuse me.
So they played that perfectly. They saw the pressure coming in from the outside, was able to evade it, left his man open. He was able to make the run after the catch to get the first down.
So 1st and 10 from the Tiger 40-yard line. And they're going to technically that counts as a pass because he tossed it forward, but it's a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, the Patriots did a good job again. They had pressure in the backfield because they were able to penetrate the line of scrimmage. So they had penetration in their backfield, and then the rest of the Patriots defense stretched that play out to the sideline, and they were able to minimize the gain here on that play.
2nd down and 9. This time Shepard's going to have 2 in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Shepard's got time to throw. He's going to take a shot. Ball's going to be caught. A tremendous catch right there all the way to the Patriot 40-yard line. That's by Palomares. Had to make a diving catch, and that's a big gain to the 40.
So it looks like the Belton Tigers have decided, hey, if we're going to be able to pass the football, we're going to have to roll our quarterback out. And they're having some success with that, buying some time, and then that allows their receivers to have more time to get open, and that's what exactly happened there when he rolled off to the right, made that throw.
He brought in an extra blocker as well. 1st and 10 from the 40, and they will fake the handoff, and ball is caught but immediately brought down by Aquavius Marbury after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Marbury with a good catch there, knowing he was going to get popped, able to hold on, but again, the defense has held them, so only a minimal gain of 2.
2nd down and 8. It's Zeka in the backfield. And they will hand this one off, able to get past the initial rush, but just back to the line of scrimmage, that's about it. Makes it now 3rd and 8. Got to get to 30 for a first down.
Yeah, again, the Patriots defense has been real stout against the run here. I don't see that changing. And unlike when you're obviously the more reps you get, you have the opportunity to get tired. But when you're up there stopping the run, having them get 1, 2, or no yards per pop, you just have that adrenaline rush, and you want to stay out there and keep making those plays.
So 3rd down and 8. Shepard from the gun. He's back to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to take a shot towards the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. The 2nd consecutive week with multiple takeaways by the Patriots defense. Out at the 3-yard line, but another takeaway. That's the 2nd interception tonight by Shepard.
Yeah, that ball shouldn't have been thrown. He was not open. But again, he's trying to. Shepard's trying to get his team a spark, so he thought he'd take a chance, probably put it in a spot where his receiver could go make a play for it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for them. But for the Patriots, they were able to get another turnover, another defensive stop. Yeah, they're pinned back down on their side of the field, but they have the football. Now they can try to advance and potentially get more points on the board to extend this lead.
It was intercepted by Lori Isapunwu. Going to fall incomplete.
It's kind of similar to what we saw on the first game against Stony Point. He had his man open on that little sideline fly route, but just a little bit too far for him to make the catch.
Bro, he's right there. Oh, because you have to score the second score to even get the touchdown points.
So 2nd down and 10, ball on the 3-yard line. Might try to run here to try to create some space. And they will not run it, trying to set up a screen. Gets a block, and I'm surprised they didn't get a call for the block in the back there on Hill. It gets out to the 10. And that was caught by a number 9, that was Mikhail De Leon. And makes it now 3rd down and 2.
So just a simple pitch and catch there. He found the space and going.
Definitely, those long drives can always be a killer for the opposing team. 3rd down and 2, and they will fake the handoff. Ball is going to be caught on a screen. Got room to run, getting around the outside, and De Leon and tripped up. De Leon with a big 1st down, but if he got past that one guy, who knows?
That was a great call there, a great misdirection play. Everyone bit on the handoff to Honeycutt. De Leon was open on the other side, able to get a huge run, get a huge gain, get that 1st down to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Just trying to keep things moving. They can take their time now. Sends Honeycutt in motion, flag comes in, and they're letting this play run. I'm not sure if that was a free play or not. Could be a false start, but we'll check with the official.
Yeah, I would say that, let's see. Yeah, it could be a false start or it could be encroachment, but let's see. Oh, no.
Yeah, they are not going to accept that penalty because they went backwards and makes it 2nd down. So maybe like you get another yard, but they still get the down on that one.
Right.
So it's probably a good decision there not to accept that penalty. Ball back at the 25. Three wide, Honeycutt in the backfield. And they take a step. Guerrero looking to run, trying to get some image. And before he gets brought down, and then he just keeps on rolling. Though Guerrero maybe a little bit slow to get up on this one.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but yeah, this is not what you want to see. That's the risk when you have a quarterback that runs, is that, it opens them up to injury. So hopefully this is not serious.
Yeah, well, we'll have an official timeout. So we'll step aside while that gets taken care of. You're listening to Eastview Patriots football on the Vype Media Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info.
Came back quicker than we expected. It's Ty Burgessson in at quarterback trying to find Blake Honeycutt. I think a timeout may have come right for that play because they have blown it dead. No, it's a false start on the offense.
Yeah, that's what happens when sometimes when you have a new quarterback in, they're not used to the cadence, and so people hear something different because it's a different voice, and they move on that. So that's an unfortunate side effect of bringing in a new quarterback.
Well, it makes it 3rd and long. Guerrero's back in. And Robertson's coached them to do something on the sideline. I'm not sure what it is. Three wide. Sends Blaylock in motion. It's 3rd down and 9. The flag comes in.
This is going to be another false start.
Another false start, and it was on the judge from. Delay a game this time.
Oh boy!
Back-to-back procedural penalties.
So understand, the Patriots are ahead, and they have at this time they have control of the game, but you do not want to get sloppy.
No.
2 procedural penalties back to back. Now, when you were looking at a 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd a little bit shorter, now you're looking at 3rd and 14, 15. That's not what you want if you want to try to keep the momentum going on your side.
Yeah, it was at one point trying to find Honeycutt, and he had to get rid of that one very quickly and just throwing a bit high. Honeycutt was not ready for it, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, the Tigers bought the house there and was able to rattle Guerrero enough to where he overshot his receiver there on that little screen.
So Hill comes in to punt in the way. He's only had 1 punt tonight, believe it or not. Back to receive. This one is Gavin Ross. His first punt went out of bounds. As the Tigers bring the house, not the best kick from Hill. And see where they spot this one right at the 40-yard line. Not the best kick from Hill. We know that he can, what he can do. But the Patriots defense came up with a turnover last time. Let's see what they can do here. The Tigers have been shut out since the first quarter, and we're approaching the end of the 3rd. Minute 21 left to go.
So yeah, unfortunately, the Patriot defense are going to have their backs against the wall here, being in their own territory on the 40. But let's see if they can stiffen up. They were able to come up with 2 big turnovers to stop potential scoring drives for the Tigers. Let's see if they can come up with the same thing here.
Now Shepard will hand this one off, trying to go around the outside and brought down. Gang tackle, they're going to say a couple yards on that one. It was plans on the carry, 2-yard gain to 38.
Yeah, not only are the Patriots doing a good job of stuffing the middle, but they're stretching those plays to the outside enough to where other Patriot defenders can come in and make that play and minimize the gain.
So 2nd down and 8. Shepard back to throw. He's got time. He's going to take a shot over the middle, intended for Ross. Is going to be just out of reach, incomplete, 3rd and 8.
So, yeah, that misfired on that pass. But the one thing that I had nervous is there was a Patriot defender making a beeline to him, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't think he was going to be able to stop. And of course, if you throw that ball and then you clean the quarterback's clock, that's going to be roughing the passer. I was glad that he missed, but he just made a beeline to him, and it looked like he was going to hit him after he threw the ball.
3rd down and 8, a low snap. Shepard able to pick this one up, rolls out of the pocket, tries to find Ross, and he's got it at the 29-yard line. Excuse me, not Ross on that one. That was number 45, Kason Morton. Ross is number 5, whereas Morton's number 45, so I just saw the 5 and just assumed. But it's a 1st down for the Tigers. So 1st and 10, the 29-yard line. Quickly back to the line. They're going to hand this one off. Tripped up and stays on his feet, still moving before being brought down to the 15-yard line. And a little bit of extracurricular on the sideline right there. And that was Jason Mulholland on the tackle.
That was some good running there. I thought he was grabbed and he lost his balance in the backfield, but he was still able to keep his balance enough to make a huge gain.
Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. A handoff to Zeka, and they're going to start heading the other direction. The Patriots add on to their lead. It's a 14-point game. However, the Tigers are knocking on the door. We'll take another break. You're listening to True Patriots Football on Vype Live.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Tiger Field. The Patriots lead this one 24-10. The Tigers find themselves on 2nd down and 6 on the Patriot 12-yard line after a few big plays. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Shepard from the gun, Zeka in the backfield. Tries to get him to jump. Able to quickly get back. Play clock at 7. Now at 5. They're not quite set yet. They got to hurry up and get the snap off, unless you got to waste the timeout, and that's what they do. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they're knocking on the door, 2nd and 8. You don't want to waste the timeout here. They're gonna, especially if you're trying to get back into this game, you get a score here. You want to try to have those timeouts to manage the clock later at the end, near the end of the game. You just had to burn one because you weren't able to get your offense set to get a play run on 2nd and 7.
Well, especially when it's the start of a quarter and you had all that time to get set up, and then you look at it and then all that time runs out. That's just not what you want to see as you come down to a quarter. So 2 timeouts left for the Tigers. Makes it now 2nd down, and the scoreboard says 6, but I think you're right. I think it's more of a 2nd down and 8, maybe a 7. They have to get to the 15, so the 5 for the first, and it looks like they're at the 12, it looks like. 12, yeah.
The 12, yep.
Yeah, so yeah. Now Shepard from the gun. Takes a snap. He's going to tuck this one in and run, trying to go around the outside. Flag comes in. That's going to be a hold, most likely.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like the guard basically swung around the defensive lineman for the Patriots there, so that's definitely a hold.
Wait, did the ball come out?
Did the ball come out?
They did come out!
Wow!
Oh my goodness. So after the play was over, I saw the flag, and I saw one of the coaches for Eastview was jumping up and down, and that's when I heard the fight song come in, and I was like, hang on a second, I did not see that ball come out from that angle. Another turnover. That's 3 tonight for the Patriots.
So the Patriots defense, they're really getting stingy tonight. That's the 3rd turnover here with the Belton Tigers in the red zone, stopping drives that could potentially lead to points and bring them back to this game. Hats off to the Patriots defense. They played a hell of a game tonight.
They have really stepped up. Well, 1st and 10 from the 4th, believe it or not. Not the worst starting field position for the Patriots. They're going to send Hill off the field. Guerrero still in. 2 wide. Clater in the backfield. They're going to hand off Clater. Clater trying to go around the outside, reverses field, stays on his feet. Clater trying to find some room to run. He's going to go backwards. He's down at the 2 when you're that close to the end zone. I don't know about that. That's dangerous right there when going reversing your field.
Yeah, you got to be careful because you don't want to turn the ball over with a punt or on downs here. You want to give your defense a chance to rest here. Now, running the football is the medicine for that, but you have to get positive yards. You don't want to run 20 yards to lose 2. So, the key is here, especially when you're kissing your own end zone, try to move forward.
Well, definitely you also don't want to have a holding call in the end zone. Fakes the handoff. Throws the screen pass to Blaylock. Brought down as soon as he makes the catch. Let's see if they give him back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe to the original line of scrimmage. That's about it.
So the Tigers here actually have an opportunity to have less than a minute in this burn for this Patriot offensive. Well, maybe more like less than a minute and a half. The Patriots offense burning here, so they get the ball back with still 10-plus minutes left. This would be a good situation if the Tigers are able to get a stop here.
The 3rd down and 10. You got to get to the 14 for that 1st down. Keeping on the end of the field, they will fake the handoff. Guerrero is going to tuck it in and run, trying to get around. Stays on his feet. He's at the 10, reverses. Oh! Makes a man miss, and he's got the 1st.
Wow!
Whoa, buddy.
So you've seen when crossovers happen in basketball, they call it ankle breaking. That was definitely an ankle breaking move by Guerrero.
That was my first thought too. That was an ankle breaking run right there. My goodness. Guerrero has looked really good tonight.
Similar to that game at Stony Point, Guerrero kept him in that game with his legs. So now it looks like Guerrero in this game near the, we're coming to 10 minutes left in the game. He's going to try to put the game away with his legs.
Guerrero takes the snap. They're going to hand off. It's Honeycutt. Honeycutt makes a man miss. Still moving his feet down to the 25-yard line. That's where they're going to say forward progress has him stopped. 4-yard gain there on first down.
So a positive gain there, 4 yards on first down is good. Puts you in a 2nd and 6 position. Again, it looks like they're, even though we just have under 10 minutes left to play, it looks like the Patriots are playing that clock a little bit because, they're taking their time. They're letting the play clock run to under 10 seconds before they do the snap. And it looks like they're milking that clock a little bit with a 2-touchdown lead.
I think you're absolutely right there. Just trying to keep everything in front of you, trying to make sure the ball doesn't touch the ground either. 3 wide, Honeycutt in the backfield. And they will hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt trying to go on the outside, and he's going to have positive yards to the 27-yard line. Makes it now 3rd and 5.
So now we're in a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and, you can call it 5, maybe 3rd and 4. Definitely manageable down and distance for the first down. Actually, they're in their own territory, but, if they get to 4th and 1, the way your defense is playing, try to give it to one of your two big running backs and have them get that first down. So let's see what they dial up here.
See, Guerrero's been good at the run-pass option in this situation. They got Honeycutt in the backfield with 2 wide, slightly high. They're going to hand off Honeycutt. Honeycutt going up the middle. He's at the 30, and that's when they're going to say they stop. That's not enough for the first. They got to get to the 31.
So let's see what they do here with 4th and 1.
This would be gutsy right here. I see Hill coming out there. He's the punter. Guerrero's leaving the field. And probably a wise decision just to punt this one away, because if you don't get it, you get the ball right back and some momentum back to the Tigers.
Yeah, really you have your pick of options of what you want to do here. Even if you didn't get the first down, your defense is playing lights out. I would have faith in my defense, but hey, let's give them about 30 more seconds of rest because they're going to have to come out here and try to stop this Belton Tigers offense here.
And this time Hill gets off a good one. Ross Fall trips over, and he's going to get a tremendous roll out of this one. Still going inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. That time Hill was able to really get a hold of one.
That was a great punt there. That's one of those textbook flip-the-field punts. Puts the Patriot defense in a good position, and if Belton wants to get more points on the board, they're going to have to march down the length of the field.
Absolutely. So that's probably why the decision to punt it was smart, because it really does flip that field. Whether if you don't get it, they get them right back at the 20. So big punt right there. I talk about punts a lot because I love special teams. I mention that. I'll probably mention it every week.
Well, then you must have been stoked we had a special team score.
Exactly it was. And Shepard, under heavy pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to take a shot downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Ross. Maybe knocked away at the last second by Manny Williams.
Yeah, props to Manny Williams. He turned on the jets and was able to get there right when the ball got there. And even though his body didn't make, he was able to extend his arms to fumble a catch there.
If you have this thing with the cornerbacks, we call it catch-up speed. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's got right there. He's got that good catch-up speed. So 2nd and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line. Shepard back to throw. He's under pressure, trying to set up a screen. Ball is caught and immediately brought down to the ground after a gain of, actually a loss of 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, the Patriots defense, they've dialed up some special blitzes here where, yes, they're bringing extra people to put pressure on Shepard, but they're leaving men in the gaps. They're leaving players, defensive players in the gaps. So when they throw these little screens, there's someone there to meet them for a minimal gain. Now we're looking at 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Shepard looking to throw. His ball's going to be incomplete. They're going to say, I don't see a signal by the official. The official is saying he made the catch. Everyone for Eastview is saying that's an incomplete pass. There was actually an Eastview player blocking my view, so I could not see if that ball hit the turf.
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
But that official, kind of late to make the call on that one. But no matter what happens, it's can't do anything about it now. Can't go back. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Shepard looking to throw. He gets a block. He's got time. He's just going to try to throw that one downfield. No, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, that you have to get rid of it before you get within a yard of the sideline, because then you really run the risk of just running out of bounds or having a toe tap out of bounds, and then they call it dead. So that's a big time loss for the Belton Tigers.
I think that technically counts as a sack, too.
It is a sack. The closest player gets the sack.
Yeah, the closest player gets a sack, so. Big loss right there for the Tigers. 6:23 left to play in this one. And Shepard looking to throw. And he's under pressure again. Flag comes in. Most likely going to be a hold as he steps out of bounds. 2 flags have come in now after the play was over.
Yeah, I think at this point the athleticism of the Patriot defensive front is really working whatever they want to do against this Belton offensive line. They're not really bigger than they are, but it looks like they're able to get around them, use quickness to get a ton of pressure on Shepard.
So he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd down and a long way to go. They're going to put him all the way back at the 15-yard line. They have to get to the 32 for a first down. And it's a long way to go. 3 wide. And it looks like the Patriots are going to bring a blitz, try and set up a screen. Able to get it. It's Zeka. Zeka trying to make a man miss. Zeka into the secondary. Zeka spin move and able to get the first down.
So you talk about determined running. That was a determined run right there. A great run there. I don't know if it was improvised or what, but it got them the first down.
That's what happens, though. Sometimes we can run that blitz and you set up that screen. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it goes for a big gain. So another first down. And Shepard, who's just under heavy pressure, this time it's going to be a more traditional sack on that one. There was about 3 players there that picked up the sack. It's like Tyson Ishawoko and I think number 33, Jason Mulholland on the sack. And it goes all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's a huge sack as the Tigers are taking their second charge timeout of the half.
Yeah, the Patriots know that in order for Belton to try to get back into this game, that they're going to have to throw the football. So what they're doing is they're pinning their ears back and sending people, knowing that Belton has to throw the football to try to get back in this game. And, they've had some misses, like they had that big play that just happened just now. But they've been able to get pressure on Shepard, and here they were able to get to him and bring him down for a sack.
So, as we just talked about the game, overall, as we take a break for the timeout, this game started off, it was all Belton as they just ran down the field. But we mentioned making adjustments, and the Patriots made those adjustments, and they have just smothered this team going down the stretch.
Yeah, it seems like they made the adjustments needed to plug up those holes where they were getting the big runs in the first quarter on the for the defensive line, and then they tried to throw a wrinkle in there with some trap plays where they were pulling guards and tackles, but they were able to have men in position to cover those holes if their guy was trapped. So they've done a great job of making defensive adjustments, but let's not underestimate the 3 turnovers that have helped the defense.
Absolutely, those 3 turnovers have been big. 2nd down and a mile, set up another screen, and that's another blitz. Ball is dropped, ball's on the ground, gets another turnover. It's the 4th turnover tonight for the Patriots. 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries.
So you couldn't. So those types of fumbles are called farmer fumbles, where they just hit the ground and they don't bounce around. They just hit the ground and die.
Yeah.
And those are the best fumbles you can ask for, because obviously, a pointed football, it bounces all the way around with momentum.
Yeah.
That ball just dropped on the ground, and it was a present for the Patriots. Another turnover, 4 on the game today. The defense answers the challenge. They're in Tiger territory, 1st and 10.
As a 4th turnover, as he apologizes, there's a couple fans kind of blocking the view. But 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. And Guerrero's going to throw this one intended for Blaylock. And maybe a little fortunate that one hit the turf as number 24, Jahari James, was right there.
Yeah, if he would have played the ball, that would have been a pick six.
Yeah.
Because that ball floated a little bit. But he instead tried to ensure that the Patriot receiver didn't make the catch. If he played the ball, that would have been a pick six.
Exactly. So 2nd down and 10. 5:34. Another thing to know is it does also stop the clock. That's it. Looks like they will hand off to Clater. He's got nowhere to go with the football here, and loss of 1 back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, when Clater's in the game, they are keen on him. They're like, they see him, and either he's been used as a decoy, but for the most part, they're saying, hey, if number 5's in the game, he's probably going to get the ball. So they've been keen on him, and they've been doing a good job of that. So now we're looking at 3rd and 11. Let's see what they could do to keep this drive alive. I would say that if they get like anywhere close to the 30, they'll probably go for it.
That's what I'm thinking too. Most likely they might try to keep this one on the ground or just try to gain some positive yards here. Clater in the backfield. They will hand it off to Clater. Clater trying to be very patient with the run, but maybe a little too patient. Able to just get back to the line of scrimmage. Not even the original line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That makes it now 4th down and 11. With Tigers only the 1 timeout and lead in hand, most likely just trying to keep us one on the ground, just try to keep that clocker moving.
Yeah, but that looks like exactly what they're doing. I bet you they'll punt it, or they'll snap this for the punt within 10 seconds of the play clock. Actually, they might just take a timeout, or they could take a delay.
They could take a delay, try to give themselves a little bit more room, which I think is what they're probably going to be doing. And they will take the delay of game. The funny thing about delay of game or just any penalties is that you don't have to accept that penalty. So the Tigers could have just been like, we don't want to accept that. It's just they got a punishment right there, which I have seen happen.
Right. Yeah, I've seen it happen too, because they want to, they're looking for space and they don't want to give them that space, so they'll go ahead and just decline the penalty.
Hill with a good punt last time. Trying to see if he can pin him deep. Very high. See if he gets a good bounce here. And he does not. It goes into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Trying to play that coffin corner, but you mentioned about how the ball bounces because the way it's shaped, just got to live with the bounces.
Yep, you got to live with the bounces. You hope that it takes that one, that you kick it with enough English that it will go off to the side versus straight. But sometimes, with a foot, it's not like a basketball. You don't have as much control, so it goes where it goes, right?
Yeah. The 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left to play in this game. Patriots defense in the last drive has brought the blitz. Let's see if they continue to dial it up here. 4 wide for Shepard. And he's going to roll out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot downfield, and the ball is caught by Kason Morton. And almost kept on his feet and kept on trucking, but a big gain right there to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, the Tigers realize that they have to, and if they're going to get any type of passing play with all this pressure, they have to roll Shepard out, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And they just guess to run it out of the side where the blitz is coming.
Which is what they did right there. Ball is caught. They're going to say tackled in bounds. The clock continues to roll, but it's enough for a 1st down to. Did not see who made the switch. Oh, it was number 81 is Asa Thomas, that's right. Takes the handoff, trying to find Thomas again. Thomas makes one man miss and brought down almost as soon as he catches the football. Back to the line of scrimmage. Makes it now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I understand why you want to run those plays, because you want to keep the defense honest, thinking that you're going to go long every time or vertical to try to get that. But here, with just under 3 minutes to play and you're down 2 scores, you really got to get some chunk yardage.
And just a handoff up the middle, it's Zeka able to get that 1st down.
That's a hard run by Zeka there to get that 1st down. Keeps this drive alive. The clock starts up again. Under 2:30 left in the game.
There's that 2-minute timeout. You don't want to give up any kind of score right here. Takes a shot towards the end zone. Ball's caught, but tackled in bounds. Is unable to get out of bounds. And that's caught by Gavin Ross. See if they can get one more snap in before the 2-minute timeout. It was at the 35. See if they can get set. Defense looks a little tired, and I think Robertson's going to take a timeout right before that 2-minute timeout with 2:01 on the play clock, on the game clock. So I think he realizes that they need a bit of a breather here as now they're rolling out of the pocket and they're making them work for it.
Yeah, the defense has to be flying around to make the stops. And, yeah, the way that the fast pace that the Belton Tigers are moving right now, yeah, you can get a little winded. So this is probably a good call here. Again, you're coming up with near 2 minutes left in the game. You're up 2 scores. Yes, the Tigers are driving, but you still want to put yourself in a position where you can slow them down enough where they use too much clock, where they're not a threat to win the game anymore.
Exactly. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2. They're going to be able to run one more play until that 2-minute timeout. And the Tigers still have that one timeout. The Patriots got 2 timeouts remaining in this one. Make that 2:05 we just heard. So 2 minutes, 5 seconds. So just being able to get that one playoff most likely. 2nd down, 2. Shepard rolling out the other direction this time. He's under pressure. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got him in open. It falls just short. Pass was intended for Achilles Palomares. He was wide open. Shepard had time to set his feet and throw it, and he just underthrew him. He was wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, that would have been, if that score happened, then yeah, there would have been a threat there, especially with how onside kicks, how the teams have been bobbling kicks here. But it fell incomplete, so we're looking at
3rd down.
3rd down, and a short 2, but this is obviously 4-down territory. So let's see if the Patriots defense can come out and try to get this stop. When they've been in this position previously, they've gotten big turnovers. So again, let's see what's happened here. I don't know if the Tigers will be content to try to get the 1st down on the ground because, again, they have 1 timeout left, but obviously you keep it on the ground. You get the 1st down. It stops momentarily. The chain set. The clock starts running again. You need those precious seconds if you want to try to claw back into this game.
3rd down and 2. Every second that ticks away is good for the Patriots. They have a 14-point lead. No matter what happens here, it's obviously go for it territory. They have 1 out wide. That's a false start. That is not what you want to see.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. You have to keep your composure. You have to stay disciplined. You're down here. You're trying to get a score to try to, have an opportunity to try to come back and tie or win this game. You can't have those mental penalties.
Brings them back to the 40, and they have to get to the 33 for that 1st down. And did we get a timeout or? Something happened here.
Well, hopefully it was a timeout or official's timeout because they moved early again.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah. But they just put the ball back. Maybe it was just a spot situation. Shepard takes the handoff. He's going to tuck this one in and run. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. He's going to lose yards back to the 41, maybe even the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Patriots' defensive front today. Not only are they getting pressure on the quarterback, but they're keeping their defensive lane assignments on the defensive line, preventing holes from opening up. So that way, when someone tries to come through that line of scrimmage, there's someone there to meet you. Now, yeah, they can make you miss or power through you, but at least you have a body there to slow them down. They've done a great job keeping their defensive assignments on the defensive line tonight.
The Tigers take their 3rd and final timeout of the half. There's 1:48 left to go. They trail by 14. And Eastview, they mentioned early in the season their goal was to stop the run. And they have, I think, for the most part, fulfilled that promise here tonight, as well as coming up with 4 really big turnovers. This has been a wonderfully played game by the defense.
Definitely, yeah. They've looked beautiful out there stopping the run tonight, and then they've been doing. They look beautiful taking the ball away.
So 4th down, Shepard rolls out of the pocket. sets his feet, takes a shot downfield. It's going to be intercepted by Marbury. That's the 5th turnover. Marbury's got 2 tonight, and he could just fall down to the ground, and the Patriots can head into the bye week on 2-1.
Yeah, this is a very impressive performance by the Patriots tonight, both from the offensive and defensive fronts. Now, they didn't light up the scoreboard with 30-plus points, but they scored efficiently. They scored when they need to, and the defense, again, with the exception of that first quarter, they've played lights out. And this bodes well going into the bye week next week, and then eventually when the district games start, Easter's going to be a factor in district.
And we're going to get every coach's favorite formation, just V formation. Takes a few steps back. He'll take a knee. I think he's got to do it a couple more times. They mentioned they're going into the bye week, but back on the 26th, we'll be there. They'll be playing Leander Glen, says the book, and then that'll be the beginning of district play. And they did 3 games away from Birkelbach, but they'll be back on the 3rd, which is ironically the one game I'm not going to be there for. So, since I'll be in Iowa then, so not much you can do about that. But we saw our district play, and big win here for the Patriots.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this Belton Tiger team beat a really good Georgetown team last week. So when we talk about the battle for Georgetown, I think we're going to have a good one this year.
I think it's definitely up in the air. But Robertson said in the interview that their focus was not necessarily on Belton. It was getting to those district matchups, just finding out what you have. And just the change from week to week, from Stony Point to Burnett till now. And this has been a completely different team, picking up the 5 turnovers. And it's just been tremendous. And shout out to Aquarius Marbury picking up 2 interceptions. They one more kneel down ought to do it. And that is the ball game. Teams will go in the handshake line. Cormac Guerrero with 2 touchdown passes. The special teams touchdown and some few penalties. The Patriots take advantage of the breaks they are given. That's what you have to do. And they win this one by a final of 24-10. Just a tremendous all-around effort, I will say, by this Patriots team.
Yeah, they brought it on all 3 levels of football. They brought it offensively, and they controlled the line of scrimmage with the run. They stopped the run on the defensive end, and then also they dominated on special teams and was able to get a special team score. So on all facets of the game, they came and they brought it tonight. And again, it's early in the season. This is just the 3rd game, but this is their best performance so far.
Absolutely. They looked really good in this one. A lot of good things to take away from this. But they're going to go on the bye week, so we'll come back on the 26th for the game. That will be at Glen at 7 o'clock. That game will be here on Vype Live. And I think that'll do us from us here. My name is Brian Reed with Chris Cavasso saying so long. Be safe.
Good night, everybody.